How was it like just for you to know that you gonna like you kind of have everything figured out with what you want to do? Obviously, you just became a boss, your own boss recently, not even that long ago, and just like kind of like how motivating and just like uplifting was that for you to know that you kind of just really made that bold decision and you've been doing it?
I think it's, if I'm being honest, I haven't reflected on it like that. At least not to this extent. Like, but it's just, I mean, because I'm still figuring stuff out, you know. I don't have it all figured out. I like to think I do, but I'm still figuring it out. But
of course,
it's just knowing that the alternative is going back to a 9-to-5 and being somebody else's employee. Like, that's enough motivation for me. Like, you know, do I want to be waking up at 6 a.m, going to another job, getting off at 6 or whatever? Because there's sometimes, like, during the wintertime, when I was working the 9-to-5, I'd wake up at 6, get home at 6, and in the wintertime, it's dark. Like, I'd wake up, it's dark. I'd get home and it's dark. It's like, damn, the whole day's gone. I didn't do anything but work for this other dude. It's like, nah, that's enough motivation for me, is knowing that the alternative is a 9-to-5, and that's not what I want to do.
So you basically just been like stuck in the grind.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's been really little to no reflection. Like, dang, I really been doing this over the past couple of months. It's more of just like, you know, what does tomorrow hold? What does the next week hold?
Because I mean, it's just like you get caught up in it, and it's just like, oh, you know, 7 months have passed. It's like I didn't even know, just because I'm just constantly trying to pick up more clients, do more work. So.
Right. Dang. Well, I mean, yeah, that's really cool. But I mean, I'm guessing throughout the whole time though, it's been like super happy though. Like, you've been obviously like positive vibes, right?
Oh yeah,
even
definitely.
with like a COVID pandemic going on, like you've still been able to like make the most out of it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is just being able to go and do anything at any time. Like, I mean, I still have to be aware of, you know, when work and play is, but it's just knowing that I don't have to wait until Saturday or Sunday to go do whatever I want. I can do it. You know, I can do it when I leave.
Is that what you're doing when you're working with the automotive company? You just have weekends off?
Just usually Saturday, Sunday, or if I take a day off. You know,
it's tough,
just like,
man.
that's. I mean, we got 5 days off. I think if you're 1 to 3 years, you got a whole 5 days off, and if you're 3 or more years, you get 10. Plus, you get five sick days by law. So it's just like, wow, I'm gonna work for a whole year and I'm gonna get 5 days off. It's like,
sad. It's scary to think about like that. I'm trying to ride the wave that you're on right now, where like I have to work for somebody less, because I work for Amazon. I only do it part-time, but I'm still going to school though at Arizona State, and still trying to manage all this other stuff. So I'm trying to like get away from that, but obviously I'm a lot younger than you. It's a little more tough and a little more like financially like strict, because I can't just like let go and then try to build while still trying to build my portfolio.
Yeah.
You know, so would you say like right now everything on your portfolio is fully presentable? Like, you're not trying to grow your portfolio in any other like aspect. You're about good to go in like most areas.
I'll reach out to some people and they'll be like, oh, well, we're not looking to pay, but if you want to build your portfolio, I'm like,
those days are gone.
Yeah, I'm not building a portfolio anymore. I don't think. Like, I'm like, no, here's my work. You can pay for it. Like, I'm not
sick,
portfolio
bro.
building.
So like, how many clients would you say you have? They might not have to be consistent every week or every month, but they're your client. They do hit you up. They do like work with you.
I would say between 8 and 12. Again, they're not all consistent. If I had to say consistent, I would say about 5 of them are consistent, where I know I can get work monthly. And I don't even think it has to be. I mean, I know people they only have like 2 consistent clients, but I mean, these are like higher dollar. They'll make $5,000-$10,000 per client.
Yeah. I'm trying to say, like, does it get like overwhelming ever?
It can, yes.
Okay.
Because, you know, you'll be working on something and then another client will hit you up, oh, can you fix this, fix that? And it's like, you got to kind of transition into whatever it is and then come back to whatever you're working on.
Transitioning back, obviously, to like the freelancing stuff. So we were talking about like consistency of clients and stuff. How has it been? Like, if you can even like go into a little bit like financially, obviously being your own boss, there has to be like some ups and downs financially, like versus like the consistent income with your last job.
When you work the 9-to-5, you get your 2 paychecks a month. Like, you know
what you're gonna get
and when.
Right.
When you're self-employed, it's just kind of those are 2 things you don't know. So it's 1 month you're making bank, you're just stacking up. The next month is dry, you're not getting anything. So you just kind of just be aware of what you're spending, what you're taking in. And I mean, it's a learning process. You know, it's not the income it's not consistent, but it's just at least being able to project out like what you might have coming in next month or the month after.
Yeah. Have you been like scaling and growing that then as you kind of like, you know, gotten more out there and stuff?
Yeah. It's just spreading more through word of mouth, really.
Right.
I've shot some real estate lately. That's probably what I've been doing the most, just trying to get into some real estate.
Yeah, that pays good. And it's really fun and easy for us.
It's easy because you just... there's no people. You don't have to pose a person. You just show up, assuming the house is ready to go.
Right, hoping it's ready to go.
Shoot. You know, you don't have to, can you do this? Can you do that? It's like, no, you shoot
get in, get out.
Exactly. And it's usually a quick turnaround. So
how many houses have you done work for?
Not that many, to be honest. Probably about a little bit, probably between 10 and 20. About 15 or so.
You don't think that's a lot?
Year. I don't think so. I mean,
some the past year?
Well, probably since the beginning of this year, January. So it almost has been a year.
It's really good, man.
I mean, some people shoot 10 a month.
But that's all they do.
A month, yeah.
You do a whole bunch of stuff.
I think, I try to stick to the higher value homes, like $1 million+ homes. Because those real estate agents, they have the
spending
marketing budget, you know, to do that. Some people will shoot like a $200,000 home. They'll do a whole bunch of those a week, but it's like you can't. It's hard to make money doing that. You know, you got to shoot for the higher ups, and then they know other people with a lot of money, so it just it helps.
Kind of works in place, right? So tell me this, and how do you pitch to like clients that have bigger valued, you know, homes and stuff?
I just tell them that their competition is already using it, because it's true. Like, their real estate agent friends are already using video, number one. Number two, it'll help them land more listings. Like, it'll help you sell this listing, but it'll help you also gain more listings too. It's not just specifically about whatever house that you're trying to pitch them on, but it's like for future use, you know?
Right.
Like, because you can't, the real estate agents, they can't use the same pictures, or if they have video, like
over time.
Exactly. Like, if you're listing a house and then you can't sell it and I come in, I can't use your pictures. I have to get new pictures.
True.
Every time.
So what would you say, because I know that people say this when it comes to agents and stuff, they have like a guy who they kind of pay decent, way less than what we would probably go in there with, right? And they're like, well, like the photos aren't bad, I'm pretty good right now. Like, how do you persuade them to be like, hey, like, look, this is what you need, this is what you need to do moving forward, and this is the quality of content that like you're gonna need if you want to like get up there? Like, what do you say to them about that?
Usually those clients aren't, in my experience, they're not even willing to pay.
So you just kind of like move on.
You just kind of let them, after the initial pitch, if they're not feeling it, it's just, because I mean, I have a template. I just copy and paste, change out their name.
Right.
And then usually they're either all in or they're just kind of like, oh, well, I'm using somebody. And I'm pitching video too, so not everybody, they don't all have video too. So.
Were you doing just photos and stuff before?
I've never done photos. Like, the very first one I did was video, yeah.
I would say that would be even more value than photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more.
I'm not gonna lie, it's getting hard now because some of these agents, they'll have the little handheld gimbals. They're getting so cheap.
They just think they're like
and then the iPhone 12, whatever. I mean, you can get pretty decent stuff out of it, but a lot of them, they're not gonna take the time to edit. Like, shooting a house it's easy, I think. Like,
I think
you don't have to. I mean, you can do it on a phone, but a lot of the people don't want to take the time to do it. Like, these agents are busy showing homes, making new contacts and stuff. They don't want to take the time to do it.
Or they do it and they just post it.
And it looks
no
bad.
editing.
It looks bad.
That's what they do a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but if you're selling a $5 million home, $10 million
make it look
home,
like it's worth that.
Yeah, and it's on the cell phone. You know, your buyers are gonna that kind of lowers your brand, I think, for me. So
has it been super easy for you to just kind of like pitch to realtors and stuff, like, hey, let me come in and help you with your content and the quality of it? And
it's been, I'd say that's probably one of the tougher areas to get into.
You think so?
For me, it's just because, I mean, I'll probably send out a lot of emails and just DMs. Mm-hmm. And then I'd say maybe there's like a 10% hit rate. If I send out 100, I might get 10.
That's normal with anything like that, yeah.
But it's just like, to get them to see the value of it, it's just like, well, I can only sell the home one time. But it's like, well, yeah, but your alternative is your cell phone or some 3D Matterport. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's just like a 3D tour. It's hard to use.
Yeah. Okay. Have you tried that?
No.
Okay.
I've never, like, the thing with that is that the client, like, whoever's watching it, they actually have to
move it.
Yeah.
Which, could be annoying.
Yeah. And some of these people, And the higher markets, they're a little older. They're not apt with technology. They're not going to want to do all that stuff.
I didn't think about that because I thought that'd be a good idea for maybe like anything or like everything had the 3D. I don't know. I think it looks cool, but you definitely make a good point though.
Yeah.
Some people might not know how to navigate that.
Yeah, you're relying on the end user to actually know how to use it.
Right.
It's kind of less exciting too. It's like, if I'm going to spend $5 million, let me feel excited about it. If I have to navigate it, I'm like,
So like, so most of these like realtors that you go after, are they part of like a realtor like team, or are they all just kind of like solo agents and stuff?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, like sometimes I'll come across a whole brokerage where it's the team, and I'll just DM or email each one individually.
Is that how that works, or is it kind of like by a team? They just have like one video guy that kind of helps everyone on the team, or is it individual? You think
it's up to them, because each person still only has to sell their own home. So they're not competing against each other, but it's just like, what you sell is up to you, what I sell is up to me.
Gotcha.
But I have come across some agents or some brokers where they have one guy that does it for the whole
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, that would be really good.
Yeah, then you get in with all the agents.
Dang. So my roommate and I are working on getting our drone licenses.
Okay.
So obviously, I told you about that like months ago, bro, like me trying to get it. So we're going to like take the courses together. And we're going to like study that together so we can try to go take the test and stuff. But I don't know, like, tell me this. And obviously, I know what you're going to say. It's a huge advantage. But what's the advantage of having your drone license? And like, how much more does it make you like marketable out there?
Oh, I think it's
like a total 100% difference.
The thing is obviously you don't need it. I think we talked about this before. It's like a driver's license.
Right.
You can drive without a license, but if you get caught, then you're So with this is you can kind of tout that. Like I tell everybody, FAA approved Part 107 licensed drone pilot, and that kind of just hearing that, like, oh, you're approved by the FAA to fly your drone, and then not only that, you can get clearance to like if you're close to the airport or something like that and some restricted airspace. You can call them up. Again, you don't need to do that. Oh, actually, they did do an update with DJI where if you can't even take off if you're in like a restricted airspace.
Oh yeah.
So
I know about that one.
Before you could just throw it up and it'll just beep at you and scream at you, but now it's like you can't even.
Yeah, when I started with the Spark, bro, it was super restricted in certain areas, bro.
It wouldn't even let you.
Let me at all. No.
Yeah. Huh. But I think having that, like, if you tell an agent that, it's like, well, is your guy that you're using right now, is he FAA certified to fly? No. Like that's a big a big fine, and that's federal. That's federal. The airspace is federal. So that's a big fine. You could go to jail.
So most cases that are not, get your license.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry.
Do it.
And it's only $120, I think.
Right.
So
I think both ways though with the course and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to buy the course, some of the courses they'll pay if you fail it. They'll pay for you to take it again.
Okay, so moving forward then compared to the first time, do you like every week? Are you like sending emails and stuff, or like how focused are you on that versus everything else?
It depends. Like I'll shoot. It just depends on who I'm going to focus on during the week. Like I won't always go after real estate agents.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll go after the guy Dom. I'll just tap into his market, other speakers and stuff. It just depends on who. I don't shoot them all the time. Like sometimes right now I'm following a couple of like I think it's called Arizona, some page on Instagram where they just show all these big name homes that are for sale.
Okay.
And they tag the real estate agents. So I just go in there, boom.
Hit them like a follow and then.
Real estate agents and builders. Those are like, because with builders you can get more consistent because you're building homes, you're building the communities. So you can get more consistent work from them.
So would you go in like after the home's built and everything though, with the builders?
Yeah.
Okay. And listeners here, who are you, Jace? Like, who are you, like, when it comes to content and everything? Like, what is it that you do? What are you capable of? And kind of what is your market, like, specific to you?
I think, to be honest, I feel like I can shoot anything, to be honest. Like, if it fits in front of my camera, I'll shoot it.
Yeah.
Lately it's been real estate, some events. I've done promo work for restaurants, automotive, fashion. like right now, if it fits in front of my camera, I'm shooting it because that's where the money is, you know?
There's no limit.
There's no
capping on what you can do.
Exactly.
That's sick, though. So, you've gotten to that point, though. I'm guessing when you started, you just kind of had like one focus.
I was still, well, when I started, I was shooting anything for free. I was just reaching out to anybody like, yo, do you need, you need video. I'm going to shoot it for free.
Right.
And it's just kind of seeing what sticks, like, you know. So for me, it's just been fashion, automotive. I mean, I've been plugged into automotive for a while. Mm-hmm. But fashion, I went to school with a bunch of fashion designers, so I have my name in those hats. And then real estate's just been coming from sending massive DMs and emails.
Dang. That's awesome though, man. Obviously it's probably been like a fun like journey and everything, right?
Yeah, looking back, to be honest, I haven't looked back like I have like right now. But I've definitely just thinking about the number of people the number of people I've met,
that's cool,
haven't met,
right.
Reached out to. It's just like, damn, like I'm sorry you didn't want to work with me. Now your content looks like, you know, it doesn't look all that great. Like it sucks for you.
And people we can both explain like our side of the story from this, but people like get too lazy with like their content when they're a business owner. And honestly, I'm sure you could like have the same thing to say as me, but that's like one of the most important things I believe in for a business is your marketing.
Oh yeah.
Growing an audience, but it takes like insane consistency and discipline to keep putting content out there. It doesn't always have to be, you know, the best content every single time, but keep putting consistent content out there and just getting out there. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yes, 100.
And so like for us, like it's like a struggle sometimes when you see a business have a good idea or a product, but they suck ass on the marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they think they don't have to take it that seriously, and I don't know what's going in their mind when they say that. Like they're just getting sales from like newspapers or whatever. But like I don't know, for me that's like it's a little bit annoying, I guess I can say, because it's like I'm trying to share all this like marketing knowledge and like, you know, content possibilities for you.
Yeah. And
how like I try to emphasize like how important it is to like really keep up with that, because people like think that they can just post 3 times a month and they're chilling because it's there, but I don't know, it's more than just like 3 posts a month. It's consistency, like more than anything, I think.
Definitely. Do you think those people that you're talking about, are they usually like older? Are they older folks?
Well, yeah, because it's not like you're finding anyone like our age or like in their 35s.
I've noticed that too. Because even the place where I was working my 9 to 5, they're owned by older people, and it's just like they've been in
super
the area.
Traditional.
Yeah, they've been here in this area so planted that they think they can get away. I mean, they have been, but just like word of mouth, just relationship based. They don't do. I don't think they. I mean, they've been around for probably about 25, 30 years now.
So they have knowledge in other places, like for sure.
Yeah. But I don't think they've ever spent a dime on marketing. Like not a newspaper ad, not something on the, even in the old days, not nothing on the radio, nothing newspaper, never even boosted a post on Instagram or Facebook. It's just like, no, we're going to do it this way.
Why do you think that is, though? You think people are scared to market their business, or maybe just like to actually put money aside for that?
Yeah, I think it's they're just scared to put in the money. Like you got to spend money to make money sometimes. It's
true. Being like a truly like a big fan of your content, sincerely. What are the plans for you, like for the next, you know, year or two, or even like 5 years? Like how big do you want to take everything you got right now?
Oh, I want to have my own studio, to be honest, my own video studio.
Really?
Oh yeah, just because I've been to a couple of studios out here, like green screen based studios and just video studios in general.
Okay.
And something that, not all of them, I won't say anybody's name, but some of the studios, like they have people, the people that are running them, they don't actually know anything about video. They have their hands in like another business, and then the video side is like an upsell. And
do they just rent the space out kind of thing?
Well, they own the space, but they're not apt with like anything video. They just have a market. They have a big market. They have their names in, they have a big network, and so they can get plugged into the video. I'm just like, wait, people that don't know anything about video are running video studios out here? I'm like, hold on, all I need, they just have a big name, big markets out there.
Right.
And they're just leveraging that to bring in, and they make their videos like, it's okay, it's good enough. But
so they have the space, and then they also do all the videos and stuff that happen in there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to have my own studio. Like, it's just a matter of time. Like, I have the knowledge, I've reached out to some of these studios. I'm like, yo, y'all don't, in a nice way. I'm just like, yeah, what y'all doing is not so great. Like, y'all, I can come in and make this look a lot better, make the experience better for your clients. Because sometimes, have you ever worked with a green screen?
No.
Or I hadn't until earlier this summer. Like, my first experience with a green screen, and when I came in there, I just looked around at the setup, the lighting setup. I was like, whoa, this looks like ass. Like, the setup is going to, just based off of the lighting, this isn't going to look good. But I didn't say anything because I never worked with the green screen before. And then so we got the footage back, and I was like, yeah, it looks exactly like I thought. It looks bad. Like, it's just people that don't know video. I mean, they had 15, 20 lights up in there. I'm like, y'all don't need these many lights on one person. Like,
do they just have the directionals messed up or something, or just too much?
Too many lights in the wrong places. Some of them are too warm, too cold. I'm just like, yo, how are y'all making money with this?
Right. Or are you providing props, studio?
Oh, both.
Lights,
everything.
equipment. So you're going to provide everything for them.
Yeah, the upstairs is going to be the video.
Yeah.
And downstairs will be open
so people are going to be using your equipment?
Yeah.
Or are you always going to be there, though?
Well, no, I'm going to be employing some people to be.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, have people just kind of manage what's going on and stuff and make sure, like, the process is cool?
I want my brother and sister I want to employ them. Like, for me, growing up, it was always like, go to school, you get a good job. And then I did that. I'm like, this isn't really feeding my soul. Like, I went to school, got a good job, and I'm still not feeling this. Yeah, exactly. So for them, I want to show them that, like, hey, I mean, you can go to school, but also here's another way. Like, yo,
is that where they're kind of at right now? Where they're just kind of like still doing
that's just how it is in the family. Like, go to school. It's like, yeah, you can do that, but like, hey, if that's not working out, if you're not feeling that,
I got you.
Yeah, exactly.